Θα θέλεις separate file ή με pause? Με pause. Να τα κάνω παύση και να φαίνεται. Ναι.
So in 10 minutes. Sure. Okay. If someone can tell me if, from Zoom meeting if the sound is okay. Okay, so it's good. All right. Hello, everyone. I am Christos Hadjioannou. I am a postdoctoral researcher in philosophy at the Department of Classics and Philosophy at the University of Cyprus, and I am the head organizer of the conference. It is with great pleasure that we welcome you today at the University of Cyprus for the Phenomenology and Mindfulness Conference. We are especially happy to welcome the people who have come from abroad, from all over the world, in order to physically participate in the conference. Professor Dermot Moran from Boston, Professor James Morley from New York, New Jersey, Professor Mahon O'Brien from Brighton, UK. We would also like to welcome all other speakers who have traveled from abroad. We would like to welcome all of our online speakers and thank them for their participation, and we welcome and thank all online attendees. The conference, as you already know, is entitled Phenomenology and Mindfulness. It is a conference meant to explore the relationship between phenomenology and mindfulness, with the goal of creating a fruitful dialogue between these two traditions, so as to bring into relief the overlaps and/or incongruities, exploring historical as well as systematic connections. Both phenomenology and mindfulness are here inclusively construed. Phenomenology is understood as an umbrella term that includes philosophers and approaches that follow directly from Brentano's and Husserl's phenomenological discoveries in late 19th and early 20th centuries. And mindfulness in this context includes a wide range of conceptions of mindfulness, from Buddhist-inspired strands of meditation practices and theories to Stoic-inspired modern versions of mindfulness. We believe that the conference topic is both timely and necessary, and has a lot to offer to research in phenomenology and mindfulness and beyond. Despite a few articles that have appeared in recent scholarship that look at phenomenology and mindfulness in their togetherness, not much has been written on this topic and the vast potentials for cross-pollination the encounter has to offer. Of course, there have been important articles that point out the differences between these two methods or approaches and the limits in this encounter, and the conference welcomes this take. The conference serves a specific practical goal, which is to offer speakers the chance to present a first draft of their work that is meant to be published. For this reason, please bear in mind that presentations are not supposed to be finished pieces of work, rather they are work in progress, and therefore this makes any feedback given to the presenters especially valuable. There are two publications planned. One is an edited special issue of a prestigious academic journal, and the other is a handbook by an academic publisher. Let me highlight that the editing is being done by Dr. Suzy Ferrarello at the University of California, East Bay, and myself, and so it is a collaborative project. I take the opportunity to thank Suzy Ferrarello for all the great job she has been doing. She's not online at the moment, as it's quite late at night in California, but she will be with us later in the day. Allow me to thank the people who have assisted with the organization of the conference. Firstly, I would like to thank the rest of the organizing team, our undergraduate students, Lucia, Fotini, Christina, and Theophanis, who are outside. They've done a great job. I would also like to thank the University of Cyprus that funds my postdoctoral program, from which most of the conference budget comes. I would like to thank our two other sponsors, the A.G. Leventis Foundation, as well as the Deputy Ministry of Tourism of the Republic of Cyprus, for their generous support. Special thanks go to my supervisor, Dr. Antonis Tsakmakis, for his support, without which none of this would have materialized. I would also like to thank the head of the Department of Classics and Philosophy, Dr. Georgios Xenis, and last but not least, the Secretary of the Department, Mrs. Marina Harilau, who has been particularly helpful with every aspect of the conference. Before we kick off with our first speaker, let me clarify the relevant procedures that will be followed. First, let me say about the coronavirus latest protocol. As of today, wearing masks in closed spaces is no longer obligatory in the Republic of Cyprus. It is therefore a matter of personal choice if you wish to wear a mask or not. However, it is advised that you do wear a mask. Let me now lay down the presentations and Q&A rules. All microphones, apart from the speakers' microphones, will be muted. When we have a panel of speakers, the presentations will be taking place one after the other without a break, and Q&A will be taking place after all speakers of the panel finish, and the Q&A will concern all speakers. I here ask everyone to be as economic as possible in their questions, because Q&A time is not that much. Priority will be given to persons that are physically in this room and to conference speakers on Zoom. However, everyone is welcome to ask their questions. Questions shall be typed in the group chat box for those of you on Zoom. They will be read out by the chair and answered by the speakers. Questions that are typed but remain unanswered are still very useful. And so even if we're running out of time and a question cannot be answered by the speakers, you are encouraged to type the question anyway in the chat box. Let me also say that all presentations will be recorded and uploaded at a later stage on a platform, possibly YouTube. All relevant information will be posted on the conference website, including the progress made with the upcoming publications and future side projects and spin-offs that will hopefully ensue from the conference. Finally, let me point out that there has been a change in the program. Natalie Depraz, who was scheduled to speak later today, and Javi Karel, who was initially scheduled to present on Friday, have been swapped. So today, instead of Natalie Depraz, we will have Javi Karel give her talk. I wish you enjoy the conference, and for those of you physically present, that you enjoy your time in Cyprus. Yeah.